cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the year. Only person as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. I stepped into the line behind Vi and taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. This brings back memories of my recent trip, actually. With full trays, Mai led me straight to the table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took the seat across from her. Hi Mai, how was your break? It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle. It's better now, though. Well, that's nice. Oh. Well, fuck. Oh, well, that's nice. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me, in practically minute-by-minute account, God damn my throat, about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since we arrived on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked up my Brussels sprouts. Why the fuck did you take Brussels sprouts? I mean, I like Brussels sprouts. But why the fuck did you take Brussels sprouts? And studied Mai as she spoke. And the more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her. She had a high songbird voice. Oh, okay, so I gotta, be like this. So this is Mai's voice, and this is my voice. My. So I have to do this, 2 times higher. Fuck me. She had a high songbird voice.
What?
She was dynamic, her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke, so she's a cartoon character. She laughed often, so she's a cartoon character. She intimidated people in wildly unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. But most notably, she talked a lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying as it filled the silence and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time she accidentally walked on her friend's older brother in the act of changing, a flash of familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over. Hey, that's him! Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom. The boy from the train, that's him.
What?
Jared? Yeah, with the weird green jacket and swoopy hair. He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. His blush. This music! Oh. You. I'm pro fucking Jared. I looked up at him, suddenly realized he was talking to me. Hana, I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well. I found my roommate and she's been helping me out. I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. People stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and me, my shoulders bunched around my neck. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. I'll see you around. Third year, right? I nodded. Alright, some of my friends are in that year. Of course, they can't compare to me, but I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. He flashed a dazzling smile and winked. It's the least I could do for such a cute girl. Jared fucking ladies man right there. Well, I'll see you around. Fucking MySpace. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I watched a torrent of thoughts raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket. That's Jared! She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me.
He's so cute.
He's like the most beautiful guy in school!
Oh,
I can't believe he just looked at me. Oh, Jared. I love this. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing an indecent pink. Why do they all have those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as part of their uniforms? No, they're allowed to. You know Jared? The girl turned back around and she was looking at me with sudden interest. Didn't I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. But looking around, Mai and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everyone seemed to be listening in. They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt. I'm playing this as I was, like, as me. And if it were me, I'd be honest, because I've never been like a popularity type. Not really. Oh. She looked me up and down, sniffed, and turned away. Maya leaned towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She was just trying to get in with you. Get in with me? Why? Well, you asked about those guys in their jackets, right? Those are the Normal Boots Club jackets. They're... what? What's Normal Boots Club? Oh, now we're gonna fucking meet everyone and I'm gonna realize I forgot someone. No, from the looks of it, I actually got everyone. That's John, PBG, Jared, Satch, Shane, Gerard, Paul, Nick, Josh. I don't know which one's which with Continue, and I apologize for that. It's a club we have at school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. They get together and play video games or something. Those two statements don't connect, girl. That one there is John, also known as John. His bird's name is John. John is also the president of the drama club here at school. Next to him is PBG. He and John founded the Normal Boots Club together. PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team. That there is Gerard. People call him the completionist because he's obsessed with collecting things. He has the biggest itty-bitty kitty collection I've ever seen. Oh boy, this is like the MLP of this universe, if I am thinking correctly. So, I mean, Gerard's A-okay in my book. Next to him is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's a model. And there's Satchbags, but everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Those guys up there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. I don't fucking know which one's which, and I'll probably pick it up, but apologies. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue. No one would ever fucking read an article called Continue. I just want to point that out. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. And that guy on the end there is Shane. He knows more about video games than anyone ever, so that's Did You Know Gaming. She exhaled a dreamy sigh into her mashed potatoes. So, how would someone you know join the Normal Boots Club? Fucking goddamn Steam crap, gonna have to censor that. You don't choose the boots, Hana. The boots choose you. What does that even mean? You have to be presented with the boots to be in their club, and they're like super selective. What are the boots? The club has this boot statue. It's the one, like the one on their patches, but it's gold plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it. Ritual? It's a fucking cult. I heard they fill a room with candles and they wear these totally creepy robes during initiation. This year 2 girl said she saw it once and they were like all chanting about the boots and it sounded like they were talking backwards. It's a satanic cult! How do I get in? But I don't believe her. And if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult, because they are all really hot. Oh yeah, fucking satanic cult, but they're all really fucking sexy. Do they have a lot of friends? Yeah, tons of friends. I'd say they're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in the school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in the school too. Or boy, for that matter. Oh! Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. From the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mai talk about Jared through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. Back at the dorm, I sorted through the pile of textbooks that the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts music to static. Mai fervently scribbled in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with a strikingly poor posture.
Hey!
Hey, Mai! Mm-hmm. She didn't bother to look up. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She shuffled through papers on her desk before producing a thick textbook. A demure man in a powdered wig frowned at me from the cover. Yeah, this one? I sighed. I don't have that one. School must have missed it. Mai shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch at the library. You can check one out. Where's the library? Mai rifled through her notebook and wrote something down. She tore a page out and handed me a crudely drawn map. Oh. Okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit. See you later. It took me at least 20 minutes to find the library. By the time I realized I was holding the map upside down, the sun was setting. Yay, Hana! You're the best. The library was much larger than I expected. The walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes on rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, I headed for the front desk. A recognizably green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. The normal boots. Is the fucking cult. I briefly considered running away.
Hey.
Hey, can I help you? I like Satch's voice. Too late. Yeah, the school forgot to give me one of my textbooks. I was told I could get it here. Which one is that? The History 309 textbook? He stepped from behind the counter and motioned for me to follow. We dodged between the aisles in a comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What was his name again? Shane? Gerard? John? No, not John. Satch. You fucking bitch. Satch. Oh my god, I need to hear that again.
Satch.
That is the most adorable thing I have ever heard. Huh? Oh, you work here? Of course he worked here. He chuckled, dimples appearing on his cheeks. Yeah, I'm the librarian assistant. It's my second year, and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. His eyes twinkled like a kid's on Christmas. I like Satch! I like Satch already. Your book's right down here. He stopped at a row of thick, dusty books. Was this all history? And pulled out the book with the powdered wig man I saw earlier. Thanks! I'm gonna giggle because I'm a fucking anime character. He waved his hand. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything else? I wanted to make a good impression on Normal Boots Club, but I couldn't come up with anything. No. Thanks.
Copacetic.
Copacetic. You're welcome. What the fuck statement is that? I'm assuming that's like a thing for his channel. As we headed back through the cavernous library, my unease melted away. We weren't talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. Oh, that's adorable. I resisted the urge to snuggle up to him. That's fucking adorable. We neared the front desk, stepping around a clump of studying students. As we passed, one of them shifted. Something white flew past my face. A thick piece of triangular paper lay at my feet. I bent over and picked it up. It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. Free money! Take it and run! If I was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face. God damn, that's fucking assault. The students snickered, and I recognized the boys that made fun of my hair this morning among them. My heart dropped. I scanned my memory for anything I might have done to offend them, but I came up with nothing. Fucking Hana, stop being that girl. My hands started to shake. I hid it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that? What do you mean? We're just messing around. Yeah. Are you suggesting we did it on purpose? Yeah. I like these guys. I like giving them the yeah at the end. I faltered. There was nothing I could say. I was outnumbered. They would twist my words around no matter how straightforward I was. No, I'm sorry. One of the boys held out his hand for the paper. I inched to give it closer to him, angry at myself for being so compliant. I wish I were. A gentle warmth closed over my hand and took the paper from me. Satch examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. Your aim would have been better if you cut the corners before you folded it. He placed the paper on the table. The boy looked at him in sheer awe. Be careful though, you almost hit her. That would have been awful. My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of the response, but Jeez, blah, blah, blah. Jeez, we're sorry. We'll be careful next time. Yeah, it was an accident. Yeah. They apologized? Thanks, I appreciate it. He gave them a wide smile and continued off down the aisles. I followed closely behind, my legs beat. Don't tell me they stopped because of him, simply because I was with him. I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. We reached the front counter and he scanned the history book. My lips trembled as I willed myself to say something, anything to thank him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you read? Oh, fiction? Wow, you're fucking real classy, bitch. I just finished a good book. I think it'll be right up your alley, if you don't mind me saying so. He reached under the counter and pulled out a thick green book and passed it to me. A man in black stood on the front, hugging a woman in royal robes. It's long, but it's one of my favorites, The Princess Betrothed. Sounds like a good book. I wonder if is that like an actual real book? I swear, if that's an actual real book, I'd fucking read that. Sounds like a good title. I know things can be tough for a new student. If you're ever worried, read this. It'll transport you 100 miles away in seconds. Oh, that's adorable. Tears stung my eyes, so I ducked my head. You're gonna fucking cry because he provided you a book. I mean, it's adorable, but he provided you a book. You're in the library. I don't know what you expected.
Satch.
Thank you, Satch. For more than just the books. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name.
My name is Hana.
Mizuno. Fuck me. My name is Hana Mizuno. I'm a transfer student.
Hana.
Hana. Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know if you like the book. I will! Because I'm an anime character. Yeah. That couldn't have gone better. Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around them felt easy, refreshing. Like being doused in the mists of a waterfall. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? Yeah, that's my thoughts, girl. My cheeks hot, I left the library, 2 surprisingly heavy books under one arm. I settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material, but Maya was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes, she released a long, drowned-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. I lowered my book and took the bait. Is something wrong, Mai? She let out another dreary sigh. I just hope Jared notices me this year. Oh, that's adorable. Does Jared know you like him? Mai whirled around in faint shock.
What?
I don't like Jared! Oh. That's a fucking lie. Don't lie to me. I know your secrets. I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along. Well, have you tried at least talking to him? No, I mean, I have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbed her head from side to side, considering it like it never crossed her mind. I like Mai. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Satisfied, I picked my book back up. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana?
What?
Huh? Me? No, never. I like Hana as well. Really?
Really?
Never. Never. I bet you 1,000 yuan that you meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by the end of the school year. Fucking take that, mate, because it's a fucking dating sim. And you're in high school in Japan. If you're in high school in Japan, you get all the shit. You got all that fucking cock. You're crazy. I buried my face in my book, barring Mai from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Me? If I were that betting kind of girl, I'd take that bet. Because you're in fucking Japan, and you're in a fucking high school, it's a fucking boarding school, no less. You get all that cock. Get all that cock.